Good evening, everybody. Hello, welcome back. How is everyone doing? I hope you're all doing well. Tonight we're going to work on a breast cancer awareness wreath. I have this sign here that says in October even witches wear pink. So it's got you can't see it on the camera there, but it's got a pink plaid background, very light, and then it's got the black border, check border going around it. And then it's got a bunch of little of the awareness ribbons and bats and things like that on it. So we're going to be using that sign tonight. I have this 21-inch mesh that I'm going to be using to do poofs with. We're going to do a poof, ruffle, and curl. I haven't done that in a while. All right, so like I said, we're going to be using this. It's got purple, black, and silver in it. Well, it's not purple. It's a hot pink. So we're going to be using that. We've got a plaid pumpkin here. We've got a bunch of ribbons that we're going to use. I have some of these little velvet pumpkins we're going to use. And then we're going to be using these ribbons here. So I'm only using 1 2.5 inch, and this will go in every tie, and this is a diagonal plaid here. So we're going to use that one. Then we've got the light pink check that'll match the background of the sign. See, yeah, the iPad's still going in and out. And then we have this hot pink color that we're going to be using. So those are our ribbons. And then we're also going to be doing some ruffles and curls, and I've got those back here, and I'll show you those when we get to that. Oh, thank you. I missed you guys too. I know it's been a little bit since I've been on. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, and it's going to be even crazier the rest of this month. So be prepared to not have me live for a couple of weeks this month here. So I've got a lot of stuff going on this month. And so I will be in and out. So I like to start at the top when I do my poofs. So I'm going to tie this off. I try and pick 2 of my ties that are right up and down from each other, or the closest to it. And that way it'll make it easy transition when I go onto the bottom. But I do my 18 ties on my frame. So there's 8 on the top, 10 on the bottom. Alright, so I like to do 12-inch poofs. So I'm going to measure these out. Alright, let's see. 12 right there. You want to make sure to keep your ends or your edges tucked in a little bit. So how are you all doing? I hope you all have been good. I hope everyone's well. I hope you all had a really good weekend. I was in Philadelphia over the weekend with my sisters. We had a really good time. My sister became a grandma while we were there. The daughter wasn't due until tomorrow, but she had the baby on Friday, the day after we got there. So this is her first grandchild, my niece's first child. So we're all really excited about that. So what have you guys been doing? What's going on with you guys? If you're new to my page, be sure to tell me where you're watching from. Say hello so we can give you a nice warm welcome. We like to acknowledge everyone who's new to my page. So there's the top. So like I said, I like to start on the top. So I did 12-inch poofs all the way around the top, 8. Now I'm going to transition down to the bottom, and all I do, like I said when I started, I look for 2 ties that are right on top of each other. Hey Brenda. And then when I come down, I can just come right down in front of it. I zip tie it down because it gives it a nice clean start. And I'm just using small zip ties here. I'm going to zip tie it to the frame. Alright, I have to use my pliers to get it nice and tight. So I do that, get a nice fresh start on the bottom. And then when I come back, I'm going to go right into that last tie that I just skipped. So we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. We're going to do the 12-inch poofs. And this will go a lot faster once I get these poofs done. With me not using my mesh roller, it's just like a pain right now. Alright, so I want to do 12 right here. Get going. There's several ways you can measure these. It's just easier for me to actually measure it out. But other people use the ties to use for measuring it out and skip one, go to the other. I don't do any of that. It's just easier for me to measure them. You could do 10-inch poofs if you wanted to. You don't have to do 12-inch. That's just what I prefer. And this is a 21-inch mesh. I like this mesh too. This mesh is really pretty. It looks like it's purple on the screen, but it's not. It's actually a hot pink color. But it's got almost like the, well, it does have a check pattern to it, so it goes really well with our sign over here. And I'd tell you where the sign came from, but I honestly do not know. I can't remember. It does not have a sticker on the back of it. And I don't remember where I bought it from. I didn't have it in a package. It was just sitting up on my shelf. So I'm thinking it came from one of those online sales that I watch. But I honestly don't remember. So I can't even tell you where the sign came from. But if you want something similar to it, I do know people who make signs that would be happy to try and make one like it. I don't make the signs, but I'm missing something here. I saw someone. Oh, it was my son. Hello, Josh. Hey, Josh. Sorry, my comments are not staying up for me tonight, so I saw something that said mom, so it was either you or Cindy. So, like I said, this is going to be a busy week because I have my craft show next Saturday. It's a outdoor festival, and it usually gets a good crowd. I'm hoping this year it will too. We didn't have it last year because of the COVID stuff, so I'm really hoping this year people will be coming out. It's outdoors, so look at what next time. I didn't see what you were saying, Josh. Look at what. So if y'all are watching, please share this video for me. We're trying to get to 10,000 followers. Oh, the comment's not working as a Facebook issue. It's not anything on the iPad or anything. That's just a Facebook thing. It's been going on for a while now. But anyway, so when we get to 10,000 followers, we're having a big virtual party. I'll be giving away a bunch of stuff to you guys. So you want to make sure that you share this to your friends, have them come and join us, have them follow my page. Once we get that 10,000, we will celebrate. We are at 9,000 right now. All right, I'm back at the start, or the end, whichever you want to call it. Thank you for sharing. Hello, welcome. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. All right, so there's our 12-inch poofs all the way around. I'm going to cut this off. I will leave a little bit to attach it. I'll pick that up later. All right, so all I do when I finish is I take this cut in, tuck it in here, in between the poofs, and then we're going to zip tie it down. Thank you so much for sharing. I do appreciate that very much. Well, if I can get the zip tie on here, it might work. Right there. Sometimes I can do it without looking, and other times I just can't do anything. All right, that's done. So we just tuck those in. So there we are with our poofs. So pretty, isn't it? All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to put in our ruffles and our ribbons. So I've got ruffles that are going to go in every other one, and then I have curls that we're going to put in the others. So here are my ruffles and curls, and there goes my pumpkin. So I've got some pumpkins we're going to put in. Oh, let's get these up out of the way here. All right. So I have my ruffles cut at 30 inches. This is just a plain hot pink color. And then I'm going to alternate that with the hot pink and light pink curls. And all I did was cut these at 10 inches, rolled them, put two together, one of each color, and then I put a pipe cleaner, half a pipe cleaner around it to tie it. And then we're going to set that right down in our tie there. So I'm going to ruffle up my 30-inch cuts. I know you can't see me ruffling them, but I'll move that in a second so you can see. So I'm going to take these and put these in a tie. And then I'm going to take my ribbons. I'm going to use the light checked pink. Let me speak English here. And that's going to go in with the ruffles. And then the hot pink will go in with the curls. These are cut at 14 inches. When I do a 12-inch poof, I like to do a 14-inch ribbon. And I'm using the black and the pink. And we're going to put those all in together at the same time. Maybe, if I can get them in here right. And I'm not going to worry about fixing my ribbons because it's just going to get all messed up anyway as I go. And I'll fix them at the end. I got to move these over so I can get to the curls. There we go. So then the curl is going to go... Oh my Lord, nothing is going to stay where it's supposed to tonight, is it? Everything just wants to jump around. It's just been one of them days. So I'm just giving this a twist to hold that in so that I can grab my ribbons. And I'm putting that black in every tie. And then I'm alternating between the two pinks. Sorry, I have something in my throat. Oh man. All right, so then we're going to keep doing that all the way around. So tell me what you guys have been working on. The ribbon is on, they're actually shoe racks that I get off Amazon, and I can send you a link if you want. I don't know if they have them in stock right now. They are always out of stock because everybody buys them for that purpose. But I'll tell you what, they are the best. They are metal. They are stackable. So you can add to them, and they come in different sizes, different tiers. I have the 12 tier, which breaks down into 2 6 tier. I love them. I had the plastic ones before, and I hated those because they didn't stay. They always bent or leaned or come apart, or there was always something going on with them. So I swapped them out for these, and I just love them. I wish I could have a whole room full of them, but I just don't have anywhere to put them. Because I definitely need more space for my ribbon. I've got ribbon everywhere. And the nice thing about them is they hold 3 rows. Each rack, each one holds 3 rows of ribbon. And you can put 50-yard rolls on it. But yeah, that's all they are, is shoe racks. They're metal though. But yeah, if you want the link, just let me know. Put a comment in the comments below, and I'll send you a link to them. I don't mind doing that at all. As a matter of fact, if you get my supply list, they are listed on that supply list. So for anybody who doesn't know that, I share my supply list with you guys if you want it. All you have to do is type in the word supply in the comments, and I will send you a link to it. And what I've done is I've put together a list of things I use in my shop and on my lives and all my tools. Anytime I buy anything new, I add it to the list. Whoops. This is the wrong one. I add it to the list, and then I share that list with you guys. So if anyone wants that list, just type the word supply, and I'll send it to you after this live. I have no problem with sharing that stuff with anybody. Starting on Christmas wreaths this weekend, yeah. Yeah, I should have been started on them a long time ago, but like I said, I have a show this weekend, and I'm trying to get ready for it, and I keep selling, and I'm not complaining about it, mind you, but I keep selling my fall stuff in my shop, so I don't have it. I'm not going to have anything to take to my show if I don't start, getting busy making more stuff. So I got to get it done. So I just need a couple more fall things to put in the show, and I'm not going to list them in my Etsy store until after. If they don't sell, then I'll list them. But yeah, everything I was planning to take, I've been selling, so it's not a bad problem to have, but I just have to get busy. All right, there we go. There is our base. All right, now I can get rid of this thing over here. Let's put that down there. All right, let's make a bow really quick, and then we can put everything on. How about that? Let's do that. Let me grab my bow maker. Okay, I use an easy bow maker. I'll move that for a second so I can get all my ribbons. Also, you guys, if you want, if you're working on Christmas right now, I have these wooden signs in my shop of these leopard Christmas trees. So if you're looking for any wooden signs for your wreaths, I have a bunch of these right now available. Check my shop out at wreathdecorbydawn.com. I've got some ribbons for sale as well, and some wreath attachments. So don't forget to check those out. All right, now we can put this back over here. There There we go. All right, let's make a bow. We'll do this real quick. These 3 first. All right, so I'm going to use the same black that we used. Oh, Lord, the head came right off that pin. Let's see. Get that out of there. Glad it didn't stick me. All right, so I'm going to do a 12-inch tail. I like my loops to be 5.5 inches. It just makes for a nicer bow for me. Some people do 6. That 1/2 inch really makes a difference to me. You wouldn't think it would, but it does. All right. I think we're going to do 4 loops of the black. So that'd be 2 loops on each side. I'm running out of ribbon here. So hard to find good black and white ribbon. Black and the color white ribbon is hard to find. Can't find much of it. There's Susan. Hey, Susan. I told you not to worry about it. Today's her granddaughter's birthday. She needs to go and be with her. Susan made a breast cancer wreath tonight, too, in the group. Oh, look at that. That's all I had left. Guess I'm going to have to get some more of that. Where did that come from? Carolina Pottery. Guess I need to make another trip there. Oh, the kids just left. Well, I hope she had a good birthday. All right, we're going to do... I think we're going to do this one next. This is a breast cancer themed ribbon, and it's got the words courage, hope, strength, and then it has the white wings with the pink awareness ribbon in the center of it. So I don't have much of this one left, so we're going to go ahead and use this for the 1 loop on each side. Yeah, we'll do that. So that I can at least get this one in here. I want this ribbon on here. I have other ribbons with the breast cancer ribbons on it, but it's the leopard print, and I just didn't want to do leopard print on this one. I don't have an issue with leopard print. I just don't like it on everything. So I'm doing 5-inch loops here on this one. And I'm doing 1 loop on each side. Look at that, just enough. That one's done. Well, now I got room for 2 more rolls of ribbon on my shelves, right? Alright, I really like this pink plaid. I used this, oops, I guess that was a half of a roll. I used this on, I think the one I did last year, the one that Susan and I auctioned off. I just love the way it looks on it. So I'm going to put this one on. This is going to be slightly smaller than the other, so about 4.5 inches. And we're going to do 2 loops on each side with this one. Yeah, I do too. I love this ribbon. It came from Old Time Pottery, believe it or not. It's a really pretty ribbon. I gotta find Old Time Pottery so I can go see if they have any more. Because I haven't found this anywhere else. Alright, there's our 2 loops on that one. Did that backwards, but oh well, it'll stay. It will stay. Alright, so that one there. What else we got? Alright, let's do the hot pink. Spread these out a little bit. Old Time Pottery, they used to have them everywhere, but they've closed several of them. We have one left here in North Carolina that I know about, and that's over in Wilmington, which is about 2 hours away. We used to have one right here in town. I know Susan's got one up by her, but they closed a bunch of their stores last year. I don't know why. Actually, it was the year before the COVID started, so whatever year that was, I don't know anymore. Alright, so I'm going to do 1 loop on each side with this, I think. Yeah, let's do 1. Alright, there's that one. Alright, let's do this one here. And then I'm going to finish with this with the ribbons on it because I think it'll go better with the sign. And those are little glittered awareness ribbons on that. Alright, we're going to do 2 loops on each side with this one. And it's going to be slightly smaller than the last one so that we can see all those pretty ribbons. So these are about 3 inches now. And then once we get this on, we'll get the sign on there and the pumpkins, and we'll be done. Alright, we're going to finish it off with the pink awareness ribbons. I don't know what is wrong with my throat every time. On YouTube, I do my lives on YouTube on Fridays at 1 o'clock. This Friday at 1, I'm going to be doing a beach-themed Christmas wreath. So, if you're not busy on Friday afternoon, come over to YouTube and watch that. I will be live at 1 p.m. Eastern. Alright, this one is going to be 1 loop on each side, and it is about the same size as the last one, about 3 inches, and we're just doing 1 loop there, and then I'm going to do a center loop. So we're going to cut this off, And I'm going to take and make it, oh, let me see how big I want those loops. Right there. So that is, and cut this off right here. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to fold it over on itself. And then we're going to scrunch it down. So we don't need tails on that one. Nope, it's too big. I knew that was going to happen. I know y'all are saying something. It's showing everybody watching. That's good. Alright, let's try this again. Bring it down. Gather it up. Put this in the center. So all I did was fold those ribbons over each other so they overlap a little bit. Well, I could have just done a single loop, would have been good, but I just didn't want more tails hanging down. That'll work. I need my zip ties. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to take a zip tie. Go up underneath all of this. Make sure you get all your ribbons up underneath it. Put this on here. Get it nice and tight so I can pull this off without my bow falling apart on me. Alright, we're going to take this off. Move my, hello Joy, how are you? I'm moving my zip tie into the center, right where that divot is that is left by the pegs from the bow maker. I want to pull my locking part around the back. I'm going to add another zip tie. This is the one that's going to be used to attach it to the wreath. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to make it a little bit tighter so I can move my ribbons around. I want to fluff my bow here. So all I'm doing is putting my ribbons where I want them so that when I tighten it, they all stay there. So let's get the tails going straight down. And then fluff out these ribbons. We can tighten it now real good. Cut off the excess. Let's move all that out of the way. Get all this out of the way. We'll dovetail these in just a second. Alright, we're going to put this on here. Let me see where I want the sign to go. I'm going to get rid of these ties here real quick. Just going to cut those off, fold them down, because they will be hidden by the sign. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rita. Do that ought to be enough. Really don't need any of the ties on the top because I'm not putting anything else in the ties. And we'll put the flowers in that in, but they won't be going in the ties. Alright, let's go ahead and do our sign real quick. Alright, so this is a, I want to say it's a 10 by 10, but yeah, it's a 10 by 10. Again, I don't remember where it came from. There's no sticker on the back. So I don't know if I got it from one of those online sales or where I got it. I wish I could tell you because I don't like not knowing where I got stuff. I think I'm gonna just do. I forgot where I was gonna put this. All right, so I need to make a hole down here. So I'm just using a beadsmith. You can get these in the jewelry section at the craft store. Makes a very tiny hole. It's a metal hole punch. Yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern. And I use silver wire. Silver wire I find hides the best in just about anything that you're using. And this is 26 gauge wire. The sign's not that heavy, so it shouldn't be an issue only doing 2. But if it needs another, I can always add it. Alright, so we're going to put our sign a little crooked here. I'm going to get my needles out. So if you've not seen these needles before, these are weaving needles. They come in 2 different sizes. I carry them in my shop. I have the 3.5 inch and I have the 6 inch. They come in random colors. You get a pack of 3 of either one. You get a pack of 3 of the 6 inch or a pack of 3 of the 3.5 inch. And they come in a little baggie with my card so you know where they came from. But you'll find those in my shop. There's a little drop down menu when you go to the listing that says to select your size. So you can either get the 6 inch or the 3 inch. And shipping is included in those, so they are very popular. So grab them while I have them. I just placed another order, so hopefully they'll get here soon. It takes about a month for me to get them. Okay. This does not want to go around there. There it goes. Alright, so I'm going to loosely tie my sign. And I just wrap those wires around there. I do it around the frame. I don't do it around the wreath itself. Alright, I think I'm going to put the bow over here, kind of at the corner of the sign, because I have a pumpkin I want to put on here. So let me see if this is going to work. And you know what? I should have done... Alright, let me show you something. I'm going to take this zip tie out. Here's another thing these needles are really good for. Because I am going to... I'm going to change this to wire instead. Take your needle. Let me pull this zip tie out because I'm not going to use it. Because that other zip tie is holding the bow together and is really tight, I can take this needle and go up underneath it. And I can change out that wire. I pulled the thread. I don't want to do that. And then slide that right up underneath there. Really easy. So not only can you use it to put your signs and attachments on, if you want to change your wire or you forget to add your wire, I do that all the time. I forget to add it. They help with that as well. Alright, so I'm switching this out and I'm using floral wire. I'm going to take my needle, put both my wires on here, fold it over, and we're going to punch that right down through all this mesh, down to the frame. Find a place right next to the frame so that you can attach to that and not the mesh. There it goes. Had to make sure to get the frame. And see, I flattened my bow, but we'll fix it. And just that quick, I got that on there. Makes life so much simpler. Alright, so I'm going to pull this on here real quick. There we go. And then you just fluff up your bow. I flattened it, so I want to fluff that back up a little bit. I won't make y'all sit here and watch me do the whole thing. but just so that it looks nice when I'm showing it to you guys. All right, now I want to take my black and white pumpkin, cut the tag off of it because I forgot. This one came from, oh, where did I get this? Carolina Pottery? Yeah. Yeah, Carolina Pottery. Those are stores that we only have here in North Carolina, and I think they have one in Georgia. It's a styrofoam fabric covered pumpkin, just like all the rest of them. Not Walmart. Hobby Lobby carried them this year, but they were a little bit bigger. So I want to put my pumpkin in here. I think it's going to go right there. This is another good thing for those needles, so that you can get your wires in there. So because this is foam and it's got the fabric over it, you can do it two ways. You can poke the hole in it and put a stem in there. Let me see if I have one. I want a thick one. That one might work. I have to see where I need that stem to go. Right about there. So just poke the hole where you need it to go. Grab some glue. And put that back in there. There we go. Let that dry for just a second. And then we can cut the stem down, and we're going to poke it in through the mesh, and it's going to glue to that mesh really well. You can also take and put a piece of wire through the fabric, but I would think if the fabric is too thin, I can't tell if this is thick or thin, it might tear it. So you don't want to do that. Thank you. All right, we don't need the stem this long. I'm going to take about half of it off. That'll work. All right, let's get some glue on there. And then afterwards, I don't have my glue gun on right now. I will take the glue gun and go up underneath the pumpkin, and where it makes contact with the mesh, I will glue it there too. But for now, we're just going to do this. So I want to take the pumpkin and get it in that mesh. This string out of the way. Likes to leave strings. So let me get this over here. Give it a little twist. And then once that dries, it'll stay in there, but I will go, like I said, I will go back, and where it meets the mesh in that, I will hit it with my glue gun. All right, so there's that. And then I have these little pink ones as well. And I think I'm going to put a couple of these around that black and white one. Those are little ones. Let's get the bigger one. So once I do this, pretty much be done other than the flowers, but the flowers are going to go around the outside, and I can always do that later. So I just want to take a couple of these little pumpkins, cut them down just a bit. I'm going to put one over here with this. I'm going to open up my tails, get them separated, and put that right in there. Let's put another one over here. And I'll hold this up and show it to you here in 1 second. want to thank y'all for joining me tonight. Thank you, Susan, for hopping on and helping out. You didn't have to do that tonight. Let's put another one over here. So this will be a nice wreath for fall and for breast cancer awareness. Well, let's try the bigger one. Make sure to get your mammograms. Make sure to do your self-exams, because that's how most women detect lumps and abnormalities. And if you find something, please get it checked. Don't ever think it's nothing. Get it checked. I was one of my sister's caregivers when she went through hers, and I'll tell you what, I would never want anyone else to have to deal with that. It's a horrible disease. And it breaks my heart that she even had to go through it. That anyone would have to go through it. Susan is also a survivor of breast cancer. So like I said before, it touches a lot of people. 1 in 8 women. Alright, putting that one right down here at the bottom. And then I will grab a small one and put one up here in my bow as well. Yeah, never think it's nothing. I don't care who you are, how old you are, male, female, whoever. Everyone. If you feel it and you think it's something, get it checked. Don't ever think it's nothing. Don't take that chance, please. There we go. That's better. I'll hang it up and check it and see where I think I need more. I hope I'm holding it up right, because that's not caught up yet. There we go. All right. Wanted to make sure I held it up long enough for it to show. So, but thank y'all for sticking around with me tonight. I know it's late, and I thank you so much. Oh, why did I do that? Don't ever do that. I just pulled on one of the frays. Don't do that. Thank you. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. If I don't see you on Friday, be kind to one another and have a great night, okay?